Yo, what's up, fellas? Just over here exercising. Got that new yoga mat. Fucking girls roll up in here and they're like, "Oh, look at that yoga mat," and they do like downward dog, and I get to see that ass. It's nice. See some nice ass. Got that vibration playing, and we're just kind of setting up in here. Here's the studio. What I want to say is damn, dog, got that fucking 11,000 subscribers. So, thanks, guys. West Side. Got to give you guys the hand. Hold on, cause you guys deserve it. So let me just. This is for y'all. Damn, motherfucker. West Side. So drooled a little bit when I gave it the hand. So man, I'm gonna talk for a couple minutes. I just want to freestyle some shit, not some rap shit. I mean, freestyle some advice. And yeah, man, fucking been hella busy. I've been training, fucking working out twice a day. Now I'm in the cutting phase. Actually, you guys can see my fucking health nut fridge, because damn motherfuckers eating healthy. So yeah, I just went shopping right now, but fucking basically like fucking lettuce and apple cider vinegar, fucking flax oil, fucking green tea, black coffee. I got mushrooms, let's see, fucking tomatoes, avocados, asparagus. Oh, these are pretty bomb. These organic almonds. Yeah, it's pretty good. And let's see what we got up in the cupboard. Yeah, teas and coffees and a lot of protein powder and fucking just basically just getting fit. And I gotta drop lots more pounds to get where I want. But anyway, yeah, so basically I just want to kind of talk about kind of like the key elements in terms of, I guess, becoming a man of higher value. And I talk about this quite a bit in my book, but I kind of want to give a little clarity to it. And so basically, like, there's this community, the self-help community, people that are into becoming the best you that you can be, or the best individual, or the best version of you. And basically, the theory in the self-help community is that there are three, I like to call them the three pillars of self-help, which are basically health, wealth, and relationships. And if you can master those three areas, then you'll master your life. And so, to give a little more clarification on that, like, health is one, like living a healthy lifestyle, exercising, getting six-pack abs, getting like the body that you want, eating healthy, diet, nutrition, resistance training, whatever, like handling your health, being in good health. You don't have to be like, I don't know, you can think of it like rating it on a 1 to 10. You might think to yourself, okay, where am I on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of health in that pillar? And so you'd be like, okay, maybe you're a 7, or maybe you're a 6, or maybe you're a 10, maybe, and you can just kind of judge where you're at right there, in terms of health. And then there's wealth, like, how much money do you have? What kind of assets do you own or do you control? Do you control or own territories? In terms of wealth, like, do you work for someone else or do you own your own business? Like, where are you in terms of where you are at in the present moment versus where you want to be, versus where you might be in like 5 years from now? So again, like, you could say 1 to 10 in terms of wealth. And then in relationships, the third pillar, that could be whether you're in a relationship with a significant other, maybe you're into multiple relationships, maybe maybe you're trying to build a harem of women, maybe you're trying to, or relationships also have to do with like friends, family, your children. Where are you in terms of your social circle? Are you the leader of your social circle? Are you the hub that connects everyone in your social circle? Are you the guy that people refer to when if it's you and like 5 of your friends and you're hanging out? Are you the guy that is saying like, hey, we're gonna go to this spot tonight, we're gonna go to this club, or we're gonna go hang out here, we're going laser tag tonight, and they look at you and they go, okay, and they follow your lead? Or are you a follower and someone else in your group is the leader and you defer to him in terms of what's going on tonight or in your life or whatever? So are you the alpha? Are you the man? Or are you beta? So relationships it's a big dynamic. But anyway, like, and you might think to yourself, well, where am I in terms of relationships? Do I have the relationship that I want? Like, are you dating your dream girl right now? Are you dating 2 girls at the same time, 3 girls? Are you the leader of your friends or your tribe? Are you a high value person like in your family? If it's Thanksgiving dinner, are you the one that sits at the head of the table, or are you sitting off like to the side somewhere? Are you the man, or are you like one of the crowd? So there's always hierarchy and position involved. But I don't. So your health, wealth, and relationships, and like let's say you were a 7 in health, and you were a 7 in wealth, or you're a we'll just do all 7s for this example, and you're a 7 in relationships. So you can take them together and you can divide and kind of create a medium, or you might say like, you know what, I'm not satisfied with where you're at, and you can kind of focus and do goal building, and basically you want to get them all up to 10. And anyway, it's an interesting, I guess, it's an interesting way to look at things. And pretty much in self-help, they say if you master all those, if you can get those all up to 10, or just always be progressing to the next level and trying to get them up. If you're a 6, then maybe by next year you'll go for a 7. Or if in wealth you're a 5, maybe you might say like, okay, in 5 years I'm going to be a 10. I'm going to start my own business, and I'm going to be a self-made millionaire by within the next 5 years. Or within the next 5 years, I'm going to create a multi-million-dollar company. I'm going to make a new app, and it's going to be about this, and I'm going to market it. And so you can do it like you can just play with it, and you're always just trying to like level up. You're trying to, it's like a game. It's like a fucking a game, getting experience points and moving to the next level. So now, when I first heard about this concept, I guess in 2006, I really took it to heart, and but then I started like leveling up in a little bit more, and again, as you do this, you also become, in terms of pickup artistry and attracting women, the more you raise all of these levels, the more attractive you will then be to women. And women, they want the 10s, and when you have all these things in the 9 and 10 realm, you will be very attractive to most women. So, but the way that I started seeing it, I felt that there was a 4th pillar, and I called that pillar lifestyle. So this is where I start branching off onto my own theories and philosophies. So I feel that there's health, wealth, relationships, but then there's lifestyle. For example, like, okay, you're making a lot of money, you're in really good health, you've got your relationships, in line, and then I say lifestyle. Lifestyle meaning like, like you can get really involved with one specific thing for a while, and I really found that the key to actually succeeding in a lot of these things is what I call imbalance. Like, if you want to focus on making a lot of money, and like that's the center of your life, let's say wealth, then your health is going to decline and your relationships are going to decline. Because if all you're doing is sitting at a desk trying to make money, you're going to get fat, and you're not going to have time to hang out with friends, family. You're not going to have time to fucking fuck with these hoes. Not going to be time to go out to the clubs and try to talk to drunk girls and shit. So you'll end up making a lot of money, but the other areas will decline. And then it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I gotta step up my health because now I'm getting fat. I'm making a lot of money, but now I'm fat. So then you start like maybe exercising all the time, and but you still don't have time for relationships, and then you're not focusing as much on your business, so your wealth starts to decline. So if you really want to be really successful, then you got to just kind of focus in, and like I said, the key to success in what you want is going to be in balance. But of course, if you can try to live a balanced life and keep building them up, that's pretty good. But then, so lifestyle is kind of like how are you living? You know, what oh, I feel like it's kind of a mixture of the whole thing. Like, let's say you're all focused on wealth. How's your lifestyle? You know, like all of a sudden you realize that you're lacking in women and sex, or you're lacking in health. So for me, the lifestyle one is kind of like balancing them, and it's also like lifestyle goes into like fashion, for example, like, you know, how you dressing. Are you like, there's a lot of guys, these guys that are very rich, they're very wealthy, and they're very successful in business. They're very smart, intellectual, whatever. But they dress like shit. They dress sloppy. I think there's a meme where it's like, it's something about, it describes like this millionaire, and he's basically wearing like Walmart jeans or whatever. And I kind of laugh at those people because like, they're rich, but they don't get girls because they don't know how to dress. Like, so their lifestyle's fucked up. Or they're really rich, but they're, what's the word? Cheap. They're cheap. Okay? Like, they're really rich, but then like when they go out to eat, you know, they buy the cheapest thing on the menu, or they in their house they have all the shitty appliances from like fucking Savers or the thrift store or some shit like that, instead of buying the good fucking quality shit that girls notice when they walk in. So, you know, their lifestyle is fucked up. They might have a lot of money in the bank, but they're driving like a fucking Prius, like a faggot. So, you know, instead of driving, you know, SUVs that's pimped out on 25-inch rims with pro audio and 120 tint, or what's that? You know, like a pimped out Audi or a Beamer or something like that. Like, you know, they have a lot of money in the bank, but they don't know how to floss it. And of course, so they don't get girls, because how's she gonna know that you're rich if you don't know how to floss? So, you know, lifestyle, or like, you know, health. For example, I'll just use a personal example. Like in terms of lifestyle, I don't just go to the gym. I'm also very like you see the yoga man. I'm very passionate about yoga. Like I go to candlelight yoga, and that's part of my lifestyle. Like I even got, you know, the tattoo. You know, I study the chakras and stuff like that. That's just part of my lifestyle in terms of health. And you know, I've gone to school to do like anatomy and personal training and stuff like that. You know, I've been a personal trainer and a pro athlete. So I guess that all goes into lifestyle and stuff like that. And then I guess style goes into that too. But anyway, like, so I try to look at it as like a big package deal. But then I feel that it goes beyond that, as I also see other ones like identity, like who you are as a man. What's your mission? or what's your purpose? So, for example, like, you got wealth, you got relationships, you got health, you got lifestyle, and then you got identity. Who are you? You know, who are you? What's your mission? What are you trying to do? And then also, like, maybe even another side one could be passion. Like, besides all this stuff, like, which I guess goes into lifestyle, but like, what kinds of things are you passionate about? Like, you know, are you passionate about music? Do you have hobbies? Like, do you play guitar? What turns you on? What really, like, what do you love doing in your spare time? You're making money, your health is good, your relationships are good, you're living that lifestyle, like, and then, like, what are you doing in your off time? What kind of hobbies do you have? And again, like, identity and purpose. You know, who are you at the core, and what are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? Like, maybe you're like, if I say, like, what do you do? And you're like, I'm a basketball player. I say, okay, that's cool. Like, now you have identity. Now you're this basketball player who's healthy, who's making money at his job, whatever, and, you know, he's got a good relationship. You got a girlfriend. You got your family life, your friends, and then but then it's like identity, and then, like, your mission or your purpose. Like, okay, you're a basketball player. What does that mean? Like, are you trying to play in the NBA? Are you trying to be professional basketball player? Is that just a hobby? Are you doing that for fun? Are you, I don't know, maybe you're a YouTuber. Are you teaching other people how to shoot free throws, or giving them athletic tips or anything like that, or doing reviews on basketball shoes? Like, are you a pro basketball player? Are you getting money for it, or is this just something you do in your spare time for fun? So, like, you know, in 5 years from now, are you going to be playing professionally, or are you trying to play college ball or high school, whatever? Like, how far do you want to take it, I guess, you know? So identity, I just feel that that's another pillar. I felt like the three wasn't enough, and I had to put in, you know, my 2 cents. So anyway, for me, I'm always trying to, like, step up my game into the next level in terms of, like, you know, being a PUA, being a pickup artist. I'm not into the whole just go out and use these openers and try to get numbers. Like, I really live this lifestyle. So I'm always trying to up my game and just basically become the best man that I can be, so that ultimately I can attract the best quality women. You know, the more money I have in my bank account, the nicer car that I drive, the more fit I am, the bigger social circle and the more connections I have to other high value people. You know, stuff like knowing people in the nightclub industry that can get me in free anytime I want. If I just call them up and say, hey, can you get me in a +1 on the guest list? I want to bring my girl down to the club. Like, if I can do that, you know, I've got a friend who's a limo driver who can pick me up, plus my other friend works at the club, so he can get us in the club for free. Building connections, that kind of thing. If I throw a party, you know, I've got cool friends. You know lots of people, important people. Purpose, you know, me being right now being a self-help author. I'm working on a new book. It's called Migraine Prevention, and it's basically this book that's like, basically the principle is counterintuitive, 100% natural ways that you can prevent migraines from actually occurring in the first place by living, let's say, a healthy lifestyle and staying hydrated, and just basically just doing I have all these holistic things that people can do and live a certain type of lifestyle so that they never actually get headachy in the first place. So it's kind of like like you read the book and you go, oh wow, like, so if I actually was drinking a gallon or a gallon and a quarter of water every day, then I would never get dehydrated. And since dehydration might cause a migraine, that just eliminates one potential. And so anyway, like, I have a, let's say, a mission right now, and I'm working on that book. And if someone asks me that, like, I'm doing something that's bigger than myself, something to help others, something, you know, I don't know, it's just part of my identity, and so I have a lot of this stuff going on in my life. So I'm always trying to, like, I don't know, I look at these as like columns, and I'm just always trying to boost it up. And then of course that makes me more attractive to women, and then that every time, you know, that increases my relationships. And you know, every day I exercise and diet and working on all my projects, the businesses that I own, and coming out with new books and DVDs and CDs, and you know, making my money and progressing, and you know, growing as an individual. I don't know, like, I'm just trying to be the best me, trying to be the best fucking Ryan J, motherfucker. But anyway, that's just how I do it. Like, in terms of, I don't know, my method of picking up girls is not really about pickup lines. I just try to improve myself, self-improvement. And a lot of times, you know, when I teach guys how to pick up women, I'm not teaching them pickup lines. I'm teaching them how to master their life so that they actually become attractive. Therefore, women will be attracted to them. You know, a lot of guys, they come and they're like fucking overweight, and they're broke, they live with their mom, you know, they have no friends, they have no women in their life, and they have no identity. They have no passion, they have no purpose, they don't have any hobbies, they have nothing interesting going on in their life. And you know, if you take all those columns and bring them all down to like a 2, 1, or nothing, then that's just not a very attractive person. And that's not going to make a woman go, you know, when a woman sees a guy who's like 500 pounds, let's just make it realistic. Like, I don't know, let's say he's like 250 pounds, so he's fucking fat, pudgy ass belly, doesn't have a car, lives at home with his mom, has no job, has no income, and you ask him, like, what are you doing with your life? And he's like, oh, I don't know, like, I'm just kind of chilling, like, hanging out, smoking pot, and like, do you have any hobbies? Like, what do you do in your spare time? He's like, oh, I don't know, I just play on my phone. Like, that guy doesn't get laid. Okay, a girl doesn't look at a guy like that and go, wow, look at that fucking fat, broke motherfucker. Like, I want to get on my knees and suck his cock. Like, it doesn't happen. You know, they're looking for the tens. It just, I don't know. I'm sure there's even more pillars. If I sat there and I thought about it, and I could, like, get on a whiteboard and make a PowerPoint presentation and make this theory all professional. I'm just vlogging, trying to get my thoughts out and stuff like that. But that's what I've come up with. Like, and I don't even know how to categorize the health, wealth, relationships, lifestyle, identity, passion, purpose. Maybe that's 7 or 8, something like that. I mean, like I said, I'm sure there's more if I sat there and thought about it, but maybe that helps you guys out, and you can kind of go off of that and just kind of look at those areas in your life and see what you can improve on. See, I don't know, go make it like a 1 to 10 scale, and arbitrarily, like, really just look at yourself. You don't have to judge yourself. Don't be mad at yourself. Just accept where you are right now in the present moment, and just use that as like a bouncing off point. Okay, just kind of look. Maybe you're like a 6 in health. Maybe, you know, maybe you've gained like a lot of weight, or you're just out of shape or whatever like that. You know, I mean, I was in super fucking shape in high school, playing sports and soaping, and then after high school, or kind of near the end when I started drinking a lot, I put on fucking 70 pounds, and all of a sudden I got fat. You know, and it took a while to get that off. But you just kind of have to accept you'll be like, okay, well, that's where I'm at. I would like to get here. And then maybe give yourself a goal. Say like within the next 2 years, you're gonna be here, or the next 6 months, or whatever like that, or in terms of money, or maybe you're single right now and your goal is to get a girlfriend. Then start working on your health and your fitness, and start working on your finances, and build your identity, and start dressing better, fashion, even things like dentistry, fixing your teeth, getting that nice white shiny smile. Things like grooming will go into lifestyle and fashion. All those things can help, you know. And having hobbies. When a girl says, you know, what are you into? Have some answers. You know, maybe if you don't play guitar, maybe start playing guitar, or pick up an instrument, or, you know, develop passions and have purpose. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. Hope it was fun hanging out, and I just had to get those thoughts out. And you guys can maybe if you come up with another column, leave it in the comments below, or leave me your thoughts, and give me some ideas for some more videos, because I want to start vlogging a little bit more. So peace. We'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe.